So this is a funny take because the dog always thought the producer was a total yin yang bullshit asshole fool. Then he heard the producer started recommending certain movie titles. So the man was like, yeah, they were pretty good movies. Anyways, then the man was like, I still think he's a total asshole. Well, this guy, the producer, he starts recommending a couple of restaurants, and they were too pricey for the man. But the man was like, I'll be a son of a bitch. The producer can choose a restaurant. Then the producer started giving the man tips on the ponies. The man made a couple, you know what I'm saying, a few G's, more than a few G's. He was investing pennies. He was walking out with Hondos. And this was a consistent basis situation, all right? Well, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough for the man. He thought even when the producers started giving him tips on the Peloponnese down there at Segway Park, where they do the harness racing, you only have to pick the win, lose, or draw before you can, get a little something for yourself. Don't worry about it. It's a stupid thing. Anyways, the man never believed anything the producer ever told him until he told him about these certain kind of potato chips that you can only get at Kentucky gas stations. They come in foil wrappers. Like from China, there's no markings on them. There's no dates. There's no nothing. It's a foil bag. No markings, nothing. There's not a shred of any identifiable thing on that foil bag filled with them potato chips that the producer, in all his infinite wisdom, said were the best you would ever taste. Well, the man looked at me one day. He's like, I'll be a son of a bitch. That producer's a fucking moronic, like a half of an ape. He's like a, you know what I'm saying? He's squanched, okay? He's squanched in the canandioid. You know what I'm saying? He's squanched in the canandioid. If you want to, I'll say it in Latin that way. The man said, I'll say it in Latin. He's squanched in the, canandioid, whatever. Don't worry about it. The main thing was, when he finally gave the man them chips, the man was like, I'll be a son of a bitch. The producer, he's right. These are the best fucking chips. They're nameless. It's like the mafia makes them. Where's the you can only find them in the gas stations on the outreaches up in the hollers of Kentucky. Only the seldom visited gas stations carry this freaking barbecue potato chip. I don't know what the secret ingredient is. I'm thinking they come from China, and they're just sprayed with chemicals that the Chinese wouldn't even feed their own people, but they're feeding the Americans. That's what I think these chips are. But maybe these chips, they're only in these Kentucky gas stations because they're just coming out of one little simple Kentucky place. And you don't know, they might be wholesome. Anyways, the man's like, I don't give a shit what you want to say. These are the best fucking chips I ever tasted. I mean, I want a potato chip. You can't recommend a big potato chip to me. I eat all kinds of potato chips. Why? Is the original potato chip is about the best Ruffles? Maybe I go Ruffles. The man will say, maybe I go Ruffles. He took one little bite of this orange-coated chip, and he said, they must got some pork. Them people in Kentucky must got some fat back in them chips. Will go along with all the cayenne, whatever, flavoring, this, that, and the other thing. I don't know, maybe they're scraping Doritos. Maybe they're scraping Cool Ranch Doritos into a vat, and they're coating them with these chips. But these chips, they give you the worst heartburn. The man's like, I get the worst heartburn. I'm dying with the heartburn over here. Look at I mean, I could just burp on command. You know what I'm saying? I could burp on command over here. That's how bad these chips are for your health. These little rhobium, they suck you right out. The life force goes right down your legs, right up through the soles of your feet. It's like a puddle of slimy resinaceous tar. Doesn't matter. These chips, whatever I'm saying, they're the best chips I've had. The man was like, these are the best damn chips I ever had. I wouldn't buy this chip. I felt I had some kind of a spontaneous crackling fest of a, slight fat back infused spicy, what a cacophony of some kind of spices I can't even name, plus red dye number 3 or red dye number 7. I want the red dye number 9. Give me some of the dark red dye number 9. What am I saying over here? I don't even know. Them chips were so good, I was dying. I was like, give me another one of them chips. Plus, they burn half your mouth off. You only eat that little bite of the chip. You're like, oh my God, the flavor explosion is amazing. I could not believe the producer. He gave me a tip on chips. It turned out this chip tip was right on the money. He was right on the ball when he said, hey, this is the best potato chips you're ever going to get. And I was like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? What are you, fool? Producer, another one of your long list of foolish, idiotic, whatever it is, Catch-Sparstein syndrome. Well, no one even knows what you got. You're a friggin' moke some more. when you gave me that chip recommendation, I know I have to take it seriously now. I knew when I got that chip in my mouth for the first moment, I was like, oh my God, finally the producer's come through with his boasts, his idiotic, stupid opinions. He's finally come through. He finally broke through. And maybe some of the other things he was saying might even make some sense. Maybe, there is maybe you should fund your Roth IRA first. The producer's the first one ever told the man, maybe you should fund your Roth IRA first, then go on to the other things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. I'm a stupid dog. But the man had to admit, once he tasted his producer's recommendation, the producer left. This kind of a chip comes from someplace only you can buy in gas stations in Kentucky. And it's like the outside has some advertisement. When you open up the big bag, there's 4 separate unmarked aluminum foil bags of chips. And when you open one of them sons of bitches up, you're like, I don't even know how to reorder it. I don't even know how to go online and praise them or give them 3 thumbs up because these chips are so good. But these chips are unidentifiable. I don't know where they come from, except for you can find them, if you're the producer, in certain gas stations in Kentucky. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm a stupid dog. Don't worry about it. Don't even have a hint of concern other than to file it away in your back of your mind. If the producer ever gives you certain financial advice, you might listen to him. If he gives you any other kind of like cooking advice or cleaning advice or something else, car maintenance advice, discard it. He's a moron. Travel advice, he goes to the worst places you could ever go to. He puts himself right in the heart of some place that he's outnumbered 1,000 to 1. I don't even know. You should never. That's a thing you should never do. It's a stupid thing. But the producer, if he comes up to you and says, I got a chip recommendation for you, you can take that to your grave. If the producer comes up to you and says, I got a chip recommendation for you, believe me, my friend, you can take that to your grave.